Hi, America. Here's that second part to that 3-episode special about police brutality. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is recent police brutality that we've seen with the Black Lives Matter movement. I really feel like a lot of this stuff started back in the 90s with the Rodney King incident, so I want to first go back to that, talk a little bit about that. So, let's talk about Rodney King. Rodney King was a man that was a victim of police brutality. He was beaten to death by LAPD March 3rd, 1991. This was the first time we had video of police brutality. But then we go to today and we see members of the Black Lives Matter movement that were victims of our time. And of course we have people like George Floyd that was a part of this, Eric Gardner, Michael Brown, Tamir Rice, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, just to name a few. And I think what's so challenging about this is that we just want to be seen as human beings. And the police, we just want respect from them. But automatically, when the police see a black man or, this stereotype of an angry black woman, they automatically assume that we're dangerous. Even though we might not be dangerous, but they still see us as this. This is why they automatically assume that we have guns in our car. And that when we say something against what they're saying, that we're talking back. Because they think that we're violent people or we want to start a situation. And who can blame them? Just look at the Chris Rock and Will Smith situation, for example. Will Smith going up and humiliating himself, slapping Chris Rock on national TV. This is the type of stuff that the police enjoy, because to them it shows that we're violent individuals, and that's the only way we can handle our situations is through violence. Even though this might not be true, but this is what they see. They see anger and violence. And it might not be right, but that's just how they feel. I feel like that this should not be fair, though. And I don't understand, even if you do think that we're violent as black people, that you could not allow someone to be detained and still think that they're dangerous. It doesn't make sense. If you're detaining an individual, then they can't do any harm against you. So why do you still need to hold them down until they're unconscious? Just cuff them and arrest them. It makes no sense. But this is what we see as the daily, as African Americans in this country. George Floyd, for example. They kneeled on his neck until he could not breathe. He told his mother that he could not breathe. Who wants to be in this type of situation? There was a woman on Instagram that I seen. They got pulled over by the police and they thought she had a gun. And a man just pulled out a gun and just held it on the lady. A woman, an African American woman. Not even a man. But all they see is that brown skin. They don't see who the human is. It doesn't matter if you're calm. They still cause themselves to cause a scene just because of your color. They don't act like this when they pull over another individual that's Caucasian. They don't. It doesn't happen. You don't see it. But why? Why don't you see it? You might ask. You don't see it because they're not scared of themselves. They always think that the saying, white is right, is correct. But it's not. We have some African Americans that are intelligent and bright and want to do good things and not violent things or things that are demeaning. We have some good individuals. There is no need to continue with these violent acts like we've been seeing. Pulling people over at the mall because you think they're going to steal something. Watching people in stores. It makes no sense. Just let African American people live their lives. It has to stop. But I'm not going to get into the ways we can stop it for this episode. This episode is just to talk about the recent attacks we've been seeing. Another thing is just always being on somebody's back while driving. Police will harass you and make you pull over for no reason. Like, it makes no sense. They want you to slow down or do something wrong so they can pull you over. I don't understand why it has to be like this. Why does the police always have to harass us? It's not fair. And again, we do not see this with the Caucasian race. They do not harass them like this. You might not even be doing anything. But it's like, due to the separation of areas, they know where they can mess with people and where they can't. Redlining is what helped the police to discriminate in our areas. They know where black people live. That's why you see so many police in those areas. When we go to the suburbs, we don't see too many police. But that's because, like I said before, they want to harass us. But we should not allow this. It's not fair. We have all these stereotypes about black people. They think that we're thieves. They think we're murderers. They think we're drug dealers, gang leaders. They think we're all this. You could just be a regular human being, and they have no idea. You could be a doctor for all they know, but they don't care. You can even be in the military. Just look how they did that man that had on his uniform. Killed that man. Killed him in his uniform. No respect. No respect for our people. No matter what we do in this country. It does not matter. Again, all they see is color. And this is not fair. We can't even sleep at night. Think of Breonna Taylor, who was in her sleep and got up and was killed in her own home. You can't even sleep at night. We're not even safe in our own home. It's not fair that we do not have the same ability as our Caucasian counterparts. It's not fair at all. We have to do something to change this. We have to do something to better the rights of our people. They talked about cutting the budget of the police. If this is what we need to do to get people that are not against us in the police, that's what we need to do. Because these old ways of policing, us seeing these night riders and these slave catchers, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's not right for them not to screen police. We have Klan members that already have stereotypes against black people in our police system. How is this right? How could you let that happen? Policing should be unbiased. It should be to protect and serve the community. It should not be to frighten and harass people. But that's what it does to African Americans. We need to change this. It's not right. That's why things like Black Lives Matter are so important. Because it's focused on getting the rights for African Americans. That's what we need at this time. And I'll leave it at that. Next week, like I said, we will talk about ways that we can better our relationship with the police. For now, I'm Dejah Burton, and this has been Time to Change America, Episode 3. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, change starts now.